we are assuming that it's a way of life for us, as us meaning the pastoralist community. That being one culture, meaning since kuna wale wazazi wetu, our granddad, parents walipitia, as the new generation, we also think that we should undergo the same thing. It's still a challenge, but the good thing right now is the more people are talking about it, the more people are educating people against it. It's like we are trying to overcome it. The numbers have reduced. Actually zamani, it's during the holidays you'll find those people, the cutters, like the one who practices the FGM, the one doing it. Like wanafunzi now, they've been educated about it, so no one is really willing to go to undergo it. Young people are very much aware, and even the grand nannies who are doing the cutting, also they've been now, they're aware and they're refraining of it. There's also the law for that. We made substantial steps so far. Because you'll find like in a month there is 2 or 3 seminars concerning FGM, GBV, anything to do with gender-based violence. It's being conducted not only in Isiolo but also down the grassroots levels. There is a lot. There is a lot, but if you listen to those people, obviously they're trying to prove their point that this is our way of doing things. We've been doing this. So for you to make sure that you don't come into an argument with them and you try to come to an understanding with them, we have decided to involve other people, like the religious people, the religious leaders. We've involved them, we've told them, please enlighten them on if this thing is supposed to be practiced as a way of culture or religion, as they say, or they should stop about it. But it's good. We've been making steps.
There has been a consistent increase in FGM practices being done in secrecy. FGM is a serious concern to the girls as it puts them into more risks. The practice has no single health benefit and is therefore an unnecessary practice that has to be stopped. Society's silence when it comes to sexuality is also a hindrance when it comes to the fight against FGM. If we engage more with the elders, both male and female, then we have a better chance of ending this vice.
Nowadays zamani ndio walikuwa wanafanya open ceremony inafanyika, lakini nowadays ile inafanyika ni kwamba watoto wanafika tu polepole, wanasikizana na nurses, lakini sasa wanasikizana na daktari hao polepole tu, inafanyika kwa nyumba. Lakini nao zuri ni kwamba vile serikali inachukua na initiative ya kuhakikisha kwamba hii kitu imeisha, wanajaribu among the pastors community. Unajua shida ile iko ni kwamba even the chiefs themselves wanasema it's our culture. Ukijaribu remember one time in like service, one of our priests was complaining about the young man who was given to the man. Once alipoanza kuongea, no, hiyo ni destiny yetu, wewe ni Mjaluo, enda na Mjaluo wako. So unakuta kwamba even FGM, it is still done, but not openly, underground, kitu inafanyika tu. Nashukuru kwa sababu also the religious leaders, Muslim background, from the Christians, everybody is fighting about it. Also vitu isiendelee, but mtoto ni mgonjwa lakini kuna mshahara. That's what they have done. They reduce. Imepunguza kwa sababu sasa kila mtu anaogopa. Sasa na county commissioner anakaza machifu, the elders in the village walipa kubi. Sio wengine wako very brave, wanaweza kuja kusema yes, kuna kitu kama hicho. Ni inawatisha.
Kulingana na Uislamu, ukifanya haina shida na ukiacha naye haina shida. Tukisema ifanywe kwa sababu fulani ndio ifanywe, hiyo kitu ni kitu ambayo inaleta mapenzi ama huba, inaitwa jazba kwa wasichana. Kulingana na maoni yangu, ukiachwa ndio ni bora, ndio hata huyu bwana naye aweze kushiba badala ya kukata yote ama kukata zaidi. Na hao wasichana wakati wanazaa wanapata shida, afadhali kuachwa ndio bora. Ndio hata Uislamu pia inakubali. Ni mzuri watu kufunzwa. Unajua watu sasa hivi ukisema unataka kufunza watu, huwezi funza juu ya barabara. Lazima unatafuta kama ni wa vijana, kama ni wa mama, unafanyia workshop ama mkutano fulani, forum fulani, wakuje mahali fulani ama hata kwa radio ndio waweze kupata elimu kama hiyo.
the government has been championing so much about the FGM issue of late, and that's a very noble cause. I also feel there are different NGOs that are also doing so, but there's much more is needed, especially to the pastoralist areas, because we understand their nature. They move from one point to another. Their culture, their norms becomes a stumbling block in the fight against FGM. I would say the society, especially the pastoralists, have not yet embraced the fact that FGM it's a social evil, whereby the girl child is so much affected. The government should fund the organizations. 2, there should also, as I was saying, there should be centers to maybe help do counseling. Then there should be empowerment in the society or in the community, just to tell them that this is a vice, and also ensuring that there's protection from the administration, from the local elders, from the society itself, from the parents, ensuring that the girl child is protected.
FGM is still a challenge because it's a culture, and culture will take will take time to pass. So it's still a challenge, despite all the efforts that have been put, despite the government laws to even arrest people who practice. In fact, that I would say the introduction of arresting the people who practice this kind of came in too strong, too fast, too pushy, and the nature of humans, the pastoralists resisted. So you'll find you will not see the big ceremonies, so you will not even be aware of it happening. So it took it's been done quietly to avoid arrest, but we're still maintaining our culture. So I think the challenge is how organizations come in. We're coming in to talk about people's culture, people's way of life, and we cannot come and say stop, it's bad. We have to say, because of this and this, because of the changing times, diets has changed, medicine have changed, so many from different types of diseases, your bodies have changed, so this practice may affect you in this way. If you tell my pastoralist mother, if you FGM your girl, she will die giving birth, she'll tell you she has 12 kids and she's never died and she's gone through it, so she's bound to resist. So that's not a reason that she'd have to stop. So, and I also think we've been addressing the wrong persons. We've been addressing our mothers who've gone through this, who have not died giving birth, who have not died going through FGM. It's time we address the men. Most of the things that is done on a girl's body in pastoralism is done to please the man, including FGM. We're doing it for the men. So do these men still want FGM girls or not? That should be the question to the pastoralist men. They need to have an open, honest, candid discussion amongst themselves and the organizations that are doing work around this. I would say they wouldn't. Personally speaking, I think if they're honest, they'd say no, they wouldn't want our girls to go through this. But it needs to come from the men, because as a pastoralist mother and girl, I'm thinking, my man wants me to go through it. So we are trying to stop it through the girls who are doing it for the man and not talking to the man. So the discussion should shift for me. Again, everyone is trying to say this is the effect. So what about the thousands of women that have gone through it? Who is talking to them? We have girls that have gone through it and hating the people who did this to their bodies. They're living, hating relatives, hating mothers that took them through this. The discussion should also go to the women that have gone through it. Are they able to forgive the act because it was done onto them when they're young? Again, the other reason that it's still happening is peer pressure. girls in school will have one who've gone through it and says, I've gone through it, I'm mature, I'm a woman. The rest of the girls in class will feel they're less of women. So when schools close, they will want and say, Mommy, I want to go through this. Mom, my friend is done, I want it to be done on me. And we also need to talk to the girls in school and tell them, educate them. So let's not focus on our moms, they've understood. But the reasons we're giving them, they're challenging the reasons. Because they give birth to many kids every year and they're thinking, I'm not dying. So let's talk to the girls about peer pressure so that the few that are going through secretly are not saying, this was done to me, I am feeling better. They don't understand yet. When they get to 18 years and above, then it changes. The heart changes and say, this wasn't good. Why did my mom do it to me? Why didn't she tell me I'll feel this later in life? So it changes from this proud feeling to hatred. So I think to the girls in school and to the men, we need to have the voice of the men in this. And again, talking to the girls that have already gone through, 18 and over that have gone through. What are the challenges they're facing? How is their relationship, even their marriages? Sex, let's go beyond that. What is the sexual life of married women who have gone through FGM? Could it be the cause of the so many divorces that we experience? We have to go further from just stop FGM. That's my take on it.